Good morning and welcome to Breakfast with Bronsen. Today we're on the Sunset Strip talking about homelessness in Hollywood. I've invited two of my friends, Anita and Taj, to come along with me.
Good morning, Bronsen.
Hi, Bronsen.
So what made you want to be a part of this episode?
It's a mixture of concern and curiosity, I would say.
And for you, Anita?
For me, I remember when I first came to Los Angeles and I stayed at a hotel in Hollywood, and I was shocked by how many homeless people were around. And I remember thinking to myself, that is not right. We're in one of the richest cities in the world, and there are so many homeless people. It's just sad and not fair.
Come with us as we go and feed the homeless here in Hollywood. My name is Bronsen. What's yours?
Jessica.
How long have you been here homeless?
In here in California, back and forth between here and Chicago, because that's where I'm from. About 6 years already.
What's your name?
Sandra. I'm just a single mom. I'm in school and I'm out here just trying to make some extra money because I can't get a job. I have no place to go. I can't get housing.
What's your name?
Karen. I'm from Phoenix. I came out here because I couldn't keep stable out there. Couldn't afford a place with my felony. I finished my probation, came out here.
Why can't you get a job?
Because of my past history, and I can't find housing because I have no rental history. No one wants to rent to me because I've never had my own apartment. I have a criminal background and no one wants to hire me. So I'm in school right now and I'm trying to change my life.
I was just a bit alarmed when I parked my car at the curb here, and the sidewalk just had tent after tent after tent side by side. It made it seem like there's more homeless people than before, and it also made me wonder, how did they become homeless? Why are they here today? And what do they have to say about it?
All I can say is I've been homeless since the age of 10. And it's not easy. Thank God I got a woman on my team. That's about it. And it's not really too much to say. If you cherish your roof over your head, keep your job, and don't complain about much, or how many people want to do this for the rest of their life? Wake up, people.
It's not how much you can spare, it's the fact that you care.
You see, I fly a sign. I don't steal. I just try to I recycle and I panhandle. That's what I do.
You got to separate your wants and your needs. You got to separate them, what you really need and what you really want. You got to put that aside. You got to be like, okay, what do I need? I need food instead.
So my partner and I, we have an electric car, and we use that to deliver food twice a day to the area around Hollywood. We're trying to atomize the homeless problem in Los Angeles by looking at a specific block and only focusing on the individuals that congregate within that block. I wanted to introduce you guys to Luke. Luke is Luke the Hope Mobile. Luke is our very first electric car. This is the car we've been prototyping our delivery and outreach methods with. What we're doing today is we're able to, by partnering with some local businesses, we're able to deliver 2 regular meals 7 days a week out of this car with no expense for gas. The idea is basically we're trying to figure out what each of these people needs, what's keeping that individual person homeless, and then trying to advocate for them, trying to facilitate the connection between them and the agencies that are there meant to serve them that for whatever reason aren't able to.
It makes me pretty sad when I see the people laying on the streets at night and stuff, just because I'm thinking about how cold they are. They don't ever seem to bother us or anything. They're just nice people trying to live their lives.
They see them as just like random druggies on the street, but they're people and they're human beings, and they feel stuff just as us.
Not everybody out here are addicts. We're human beings like everybody else. They don't help homeless people too much. They look down on us. Maybe that's because everybody takes advantage. Everybody abuses it. You know, people that don't need to be out here are out here, and then they take advantage of the system. The shelters are either overcrowded or they're drug infested, and nobody wants to go to no drug infested shelter. I don't.
I just wanted to ask you a few things about the shelters and if you tried to get in there and if you prefer being here.
Well, no, I don't prefer being here, but as far as like my husband said, the shelters, I'm not knocking them down. They're good. They do help you out. I appreciate them coming out here and trying to help us out. That's good. But as far as my perspective, it's my own choosing of not taking the help from the shelters because, you know, they separate me and my husband, and we feel that it's best to be together because we have each other's back out here, you know. He has my back, I has his. We look out for each other.
But like I say, I don't drive or use computers and I don't use phones. I'm like say
so we try to help with tech when we have to, right? So if the man needs to make some phone calls, or if he needs some mail gotten or just delivered, or he needs a ride someplace, like that's all easy for us. But you'll see out here a lot of mental health specifically, lots of schizophrenia, lots of bipolar disorder with suicidal or depressive or ADHD or you name it, any combination of those things. So mental health is really the thing that's keeping most of the people that I've met out here on the street. You know, we call ourselves the Rehumanization Project because we want to invite people to be rehumanized or to help other people be rehumanized, because this is an incredibly dehumanizing position for anybody to be in. This kind of chaos as your life every day. It's hard to be a person out here, so we need to empower people to be people again.
What is one thing you think would help you as you're here being homeless in life in California? What was one thing that can help you?
Pretty much just God.
It's not easy at all being homeless. Only thing that's easy is that you know you got the man up above helping you.
And what's the most hardest thing about being on the streets?
Well, the hardest thing would be getting my stuff stolen 26 times. And nobody doing anything about it, just them letting it go by.
Don't think that you can't ever become homeless, because it can happen. Like, you can have everything at one point, and then all of a sudden something can happen. You know, you always got to be ready for the unexpected.
Because one day it could happen to any, just like it happened to me, it can happen to anybody else. You know, and that's what I tell people all the time. Just because, hey, as quick as you got what you have, you can lose it and be like me and be out on the streets.
If you love your house and don't want to be on the streets laying like this, people, I suggest that you keep your job, because it's not easy.
After you're done with high school, make sure you go to college or have a stable job, you know?
The best piece of advice I can give anybody who's looking to do the kind of advocacy work that we're doing out here is to, as an individual, find somebody on the street that you know and trust and can learn to love, and be their advocate. Just ask them what they need. Ask them where they are, what's going on. You know, are they a veteran? Are they LGBT? Are they women? Do they have kids? You know, all these questions are easy to ask if you're willing to get off your couch and walk down the street to somebody who maybe you've passed by 100 times before.
We saw how complicated homelessness is, so I think everyone should do their part, like the state. What we need most these days is compassion and empathy.
I think it's most important that we all do our part, even if it's like something small. They're all people, so I think if we just look at them from that angle, it's easy to relate.
Thank you, Anita, and thank you, Taj, for being here, willing to come down and support Breakfast with Bronsen.
Thank you, Bronsen.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching this, and I hope that you're encouraged to maybe next time you pass a homeless person, just say hi. Share some comforting words. You might not have food, you might not have a blanket to give, but maybe just saying hi is all they need that can help them.
On a piece of paper, write everything you like to do. On another piece of paper, write everything you love to do. Now tear the piece of paper, everything up that you like to do, and I just saved you a lot of money and a lot of people that aren't irrelevant. Let somebody give you $20 and go out and do what you love to do now.